Another personal favorite of mine, I don't even know, I haven't had no money for a long time to buy it, and I was drooling over it tonight, but if you go to the freezer section in a grocery store, small time or big time grocery store, there's these boxes, and they're about the size of a pot pie box, a very small square box, and there's pork fritters, they're called pork fritters, chicken fritters, or beef fritters. This is very important to know because the chicken fritters, you can make like a homemade chicken sandwich. There's 5 in a box, and they're very, very cheap, and they're frozen. There's chicken fritters, very cheap, 5 of them in a box. They used to be like $1 a box, but you could make a really good, decent chicken sandwich home. But I never even buy those because you can buy better ones at Wendy's. You know what I'm saying, or wherever. You know, McDonald's chicken sandwich is way better at fast food. But if you're at home, skip the chicken fritters. They're called chicken fritters. There's one called a beef fritter, same boxes. I don't even know if they still make them. But, look at small-time stores or big grocery stores or whatever, and they have them in the freezer section because they're always frozen. But anyway, they have beef fritters there. Same box, same kind, same people that make all three. And the beef fritters, I don't really know if it's real beef, but they're pretty good, but it tastes almost like a Salisbury steak or something. I was drooling over tonight because I haven't had one in so long. And I was thinking, what kind of beef is it? Because it doesn't really taste like a hamburger. You know what I'm saying? It tastes like, and I couldn't put my finger on what kind of meat it actually is. It tastes almost like a Salisbury steak or something like that. It doesn't taste like a hamburger. But the ones I always buy, and they're called pork fritters. And they come in those same boxes, 5 in a frozen box, square, about the size of a human hand, square, and 5 pieces of patty meat comes frozen in these boxes. Mine are the favorite. Pork is my favorite. You have to have some kind of, you can't really bake them, you can, but they never turn out right. You need a deep fryer or skillet with a little bit of vegetable oil or canola oil or whatever these young kids use. Vegetable oil, grease, Crisco, liquid. You cannot use butter. But there's 5 that comes in a box, and they're very cheap. And they, like I said, these be $1, I think, probably another $1.50, $1.75 for 5 in a box. Mine are the pork fritters. You put it in your skillet or whatever, or deep fry. You only need a little tiny bit, like a half an inch, and fry that pork fritter or the beef or chicken or whatever for you have to fully cook it. I mean, this is real meat. You will get sick, but they're not, it's not blood and leaking blood. You know what I'm saying? But you have to. It's not processed. It is, but you will get sick. But you got to cook for hours and hours. But deep fry them in grease for at least 6 minutes on each side. And they do have a breading on it, but once it crispens up, it's just so good. And fry it in the skillet with just a little bit of Crisco or vegetable oil for 4 or 5 minutes on each side. You'll realize what it looks like, and it don't take long. And once it's done, you ain't gonna have blood in the middle. And then put it on. I like putting it on my bread. You have to drain it real quick and put it on a paper towel for but yeah, a couple minutes. Drain the grease. And then put it on your pizza because it is very hot. You will get burned on your tongue. But take that pork fritter after rest on a paper towel or something for a minute and a half because it's very hot. And put it on my bread on 2 pieces of bread sandwich. And I use tons of ketchup. I love ketchup on those pork fritters. I have to size that pork fritter and eat that sandwich, and it'll still be hot in the middle. I mean, it will be hot. And that's how they're supposed to be. And they are so good. Like I said, I like white bread. But anyway, pork fritters, I was craving them tonight. And I know they still make them. They may have changed the name on it might not be Banquet or whatever it used to be. But the chicken fritters is real chicken. Like a chicken sandwich. But Wendy's and those guys way do it up better, and Burger King and McDonald's. But you're paying $20, you know what I'm saying? And you get 5 in each one of those boxes for $1.75. But yeah, all that vegetable oil in that pan or whatever, because it says on the back of the box you can bake it, but you end up baking it in the oven for an hour and 20 minutes, and you never get the texture of the crispiness. And it's not very good. I mean, they're better just to fry. But and then you got that beef one, and the beef ones are good, but like I said, it ain't no hamburger. It's some kind of different meat, and I know exactly what it is, and it is good. It is good, but I can't think of what it is, and I never go for that because I was spoiled on my food back in the day when I used to have money. I go for the pork fritters. They're my favorites.